SAFY of Fort Wayne is creating bright futures for children and families through therapeutic foster care, adoption, and family preservation services. Joining me today is Maria and Sydney to share more. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Great. Thanks for having us.
Yes, absolutely. I'm really interested in this topic because you all provide such an amazing service for families in the community. So first, share with me about each of your positions.
Okay. So I am the lead case manager. So I work directly with foster families and youth in care, and then I also oversee the other direct clinical staff in our foster care department.
Okay, wonderful. And Maria?
And I'm always on the lookout for homes that can accept children. We help them become licensed and then manage them after. We are a nonprofit, and we're an all-inclusive agency.
Yeah, so share with me, what is SAFY and what type of services do you provide?
Well, SAFY's goal is, as a nonprofit, to help as many children as possible. Mm-hmm. There are almost 500,000 children in foster care in the United States. Mm-hmm. And in this area alone, we get 2 children a day looking for a home. And that's a big number. And with SAFY being a nonprofit, we really focus on how we can meet the needs of those children and keep them happy, healthy, and safe while their parents are doing what they need to become reunified with their children.
Yes, wow, that is a lot of kids looking for homes. And I know SAFY is celebrating, 40 years in existence, and you all span throughout the full United States in many different ways. You provide many different services, and one of those is therapeutic foster care. So what does that mean exactly?
Yeah, so that means that, as Maria so beautifully said, right, there's so many kids coming into foster care, and we have some who have some more specific needs that we are able to train our foster parents to a higher, more therapeutic level, and so that means they're just, if you will, more prepared to welcome any kind of child into their home. It is still the same basic concept of foster care, right, that a kid is coming to live with you as you help them heal and you help them get back to their family of origin, if that is also possible, and then SAFY comes alongside and is very supportive in that process too. So we are highly involved in our foster parents and our children's lives.
So does that involve providing an extra level of training or preparation to the parents? Share more.
Yeah, all of the above. So we train our foster parents really, really well. They have training opportunities, God bless, all of the time. And then we are involved in the foster home 2 to 8 times a month. And so we take pride in that we offer 24/7 emergency services to our children and our families. So if they ever need to call someone and they're struggling in the moment, we are very happy to support the foster parents in that process.
That's wonderful. And you said something interesting. So whether the child goes back to their original place of home, and it's a temporary situation, but you also provide foster to adopt. So share with me about that specific service.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, our goal, we want every child to be able to go back to their family of origin. That is the sole purpose of foster care. We recognize that sometimes that isn't possible. And so if that child is in need of a forever home, we help search for and prepare that foster family to become that forever and adoptive family for that youth. And then also all of the feelings and emotions that come with adoption for the youth, right? Because I think a lot of people assume it's automatic excitement for that youth. And sometimes they are, and usually that feeling comes, but there's also a lot of grief, right? Of not getting to be with your family of origin. So it's just a lot of complicated feelings that, and a lot of beautiful things that we get to really support everyone and the whole family in the process.
Yes, that's so beautiful. And I know you all have supported over 15,000 families and individuals through this process. And share with me about what's the next step? So what is the recruitment side of it? Are you recruiting families? Are you recruiting workers to be foster care specialists?
Well, people can help in many ways. I not only recruit for them to come in and become licensed, but they can also be that support for a family that may be in their church or something, and they're going through the process, but they can offer some support as well, because, you know, it's always helpful to have as many hands as possible. As well as anyone that say, you know, fostering's not right for me, but hey, I can have you come out and speak to this group that we have, and maybe there's somebody there, or like to share us on Facebook. Again, sometimes, and a lot of times I hear this, is like, I saw a sign on a road, and then somebody mentioned it, and then my coworker and I were talking about it, and it's like, okay, I'm sending a sign, getting a sign here, and they decide to become foster parents. But if they just want to learn a little bit more, we have I offer one-on-one info sessions, which last a little bit less than an hour. And I come meet you in public and get some coffee and just chat about what that could look like for your future. As well as we have virtual info sessions on Thursday nights and Sunday afternoons. So if that's hard for them to get out of the house, or they really don't want to take that big step of committing and meeting someone, we can definitely do that as well. And we have people that are younger, never had any children before. We have some that have bio children that have moved out or still have bio children. And with our family events that we use to help foster that community that we do through SAFY, everyone's welcomed, their children and their foster children, and then the foster parents all come and gather at least once a month where we can love on everybody and offer training hours and that kind of thing too. So we do really want them to become part of our SAFY family.
Yes, that's wonderful. That's so great. Well, thank you so much, ladies, for sharing this information with us and to our viewers. Sydney, Maria, it's been a pleasure.
Okay,
Thank you. For having us. We
Yes.
appreciate it.
If you are interested in becoming a foster parent or just have questions, it's important to reach out and to ask the questions to SAFY. So we'll make sure we have their contact information listed below, and we'll be right back.